Hi there. Today I'm going to talk about finance, budgeting, legal compliances, registrations for your business, small business, online business. So this is the most important aspect of running an online business. So I'm going to reveal the complete detail in this session. So stay tuned till the end because this is going to be of use to you. Okay, so if you want to run your business, so the question arises, what kind of ownership, what kind of registration should you go for? Well, you have different types of registrations that you can do. You can register yourself as a proprietor for proprietorship. That means you are a single owner as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur. Then you can go for a partnership. You can register for that, or you can go for a LLP or OPC kind of a registration, or you can go for a registration as a company. Of course, if you have to register as a company, then there are a lot more formalities and lot more initial investments that you need to think about. For an online business, usually what works the best is a solopreneur or a proprietorship as a single entrepreneur. Okay, so this is what I would suggest. So why a proprietorship? Why solopreneurship is better than others? One, because it's much easier to start as a solopreneur. The registrations are much faster. The initial investments are much smaller if you are a single solopreneur, without any partnership. Especially in an online business, most people go for a solopreneurship, that is proprietorship, which is because you can scale it up faster, you can register faster, you can start your investments in a small way. You are one single person who is the owner of this business, and you can take all decisions much faster, so a solopreneurship is what we would recommend for. Now what else do you need in this? Let's say if you're a salaried person, you still want to do a online business, you can do it. Even if you're working somewhere, you're a salaried person, you can do it in your spare time. Only thing is you have to register your business in one of your family members' name. You cannot be a salaried person as well as register for a proprietorship in a company business of your own. You have to then register your proprietorship in somebody else's name within your family. It could be your spouse, your father, mother, whoever within your family, and still do this business in your spare time before and after your working hours and get sufficient passive income from this as well. So this is one thing I can tell. So I would urge you all to start this online business. Because why? Because it's very futuristic. Today, let's say they say about 60% of humanity are on online space, whether it is shopping or purchasing things, whether it is for chatting with or communicating with their friends, family members, whether it is to get information. 60% of the population of this world is using internet as the form of all these things. But as per the survey, by 2040, 95% of the humanity is going to be using internet as the medium for purchases, for online shopping, for doing business, for communicating with people, for information, for research, you name it. 95% of the world is going to be doing things via internet. So don't you think it's a very lucrative industry and it is a futuristic one? Therefore, it makes sense even now to start an online business and earn a very good income sitting at home. So that's why online business is the best business as of today. So what are the legal compliances? The legal compliances are for an entrepreneur, and especially if you're doing business in the online space, or even if you come under the Shops and Establishment Act of 1961. You have to register yourself under two categories. One, MSME, you have to register your entrepreneurship under the MSME, and you have to also register for a GST. GST I'll come later. Let us talk about the MSME. What is an MSME? MSME is nothing but micro, small and medium enterprises. So this is controlled by the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, and you need to register with the government through their website. I will let you know the website URL address in this video. You can visit this website, and you can it is given there step by step what you need to do. Okay, so I will show you how exactly to do it, and please go and make sure you have registered yourself for MSME. Once you register with an MSME certificate, it means you are legally compliant as per the Government of India, what it expects from an entrepreneur who is running the business under the Shops and Establishment Act. By registering yourself with the MSME, it's also a valid document for you, even if there is some issue in your business later on, if there is any legal, if you want to take the matter to a legal authority, or if there is any kind of issue, then this MSME registration really comes in handy, and because you have a legal face to show, even to fight any kind of a thing. So please don't miss out on registering with MSME. Okay, and what else can we think about? Even when you go to banks to get loans or something like that, if you have a MSME certificate with you, that really helps. So that is another advantage that you have for MSME. So what are the other things? Start your online business first of all as a solopreneur or a sole proprietor, and make sure you register with the MSME, and the URL for that will be shown here. And what you need to register for an MSME, first of all, to register with MSME, you need a bank account. Your Aadhaar card is the main thing. That is what you need. Once you have the Aadhaar card, then it will ask for all the details, and your mobile number, you will get an OTP when you are doing the registration. So make sure your Aadhaar card shows the correct mobile number as registered in Aadhaar, and when you get the OTP, that OTP needs to be input here in the MSME website, and once that is done properly, you get a confirmation from them. You submit the form and you get a confirmation. It takes about 10 days or whatever to get your MSME certificate, but till then you get a confirmation from them that you have successfully done the registration process, and they will give you a reference number from Udyam. So this reference number is what you need to track with to get the actual certificate to print later on. So make sure that you print the temporary registration number that they give you, the booking reference number, and this reference number you have to use for registering, taking the printout of your MSME certificate. This MSME certificate is the most important part for running your business. So this is the process for MSME registration. So for registering for MSME certification, this is the website as shown here. So go to this website, and there you get this form, fill in all the details what they are asking for. Okay, it's a simple process, it's not at all complicated. Make sure you input the correct details and submit it. Okay, so that is with MSME. Now let's come to the GST part. Many of us know what is GST because there is nothing else other than GST today. So there are many types of taxes, right? One is the direct tax, that is income tax. Then you have the indirect tax, that is GST. And GST is mandatory for all businesses who earn 20 lakhs or more per year as an annual income. So even if you're 20 lakhs 50 paise, 20 lakhs 1 rupee, you still have to pay the GST. And if you come within the 20 lakh, 19 lakh 99,000 also, you don't have to pay the GST. You don't come under the GST. But we don't have to wait till we reach that 20 lakh to register for a GST. You should always register for GST beforehand and keep it with you, because that comes in handy, right? It is also you are setting a expectation for yourself that you are registering for a GST. That means you are going for something big to earn, right? So it's a mindset that you're creating when you register for a GST also. So I would recommend personally that go ahead and register for your GST and get the GST number and keep it handy. Okay. So earlier, before the GST was implemented, kudos to the present government, because earlier we had too many taxes in picture, the central taxes were there, then the state taxes were there, the central excise duty, additional excise duty, service tax, additional customs duty, special additional duty for customs, central surcharge and cesses, whatnot. Same way for the state taxes, we had state VAT, sales tax, entertainment tax, luxury tax, taxes on lottery, betting and gambling, tax and advertisements, state cesses, surcharge on the nature of taxes of goods and services, etc., octroi, etc., etc., etc. There were too many. All that have been abolished now, and it is only one GST. Okay. Now, under the GST, what is the percentage of GST? GST is normally 18% of your income, total taxable income. Or on the taxable income, they charge you 18%. So while invoicing, while you raise an invoice, it should be split into 9% and 9%. Why should it be split like that? Because you have something called as CGST and SGST. So 9% goes to the CGST, and the 9% goes to the SGST. What is a CGST? CGST is nothing but GST tax given to the central government. What is SGST? It is a GST tax that goes to the state government. So CGST stands for central government GST and SGST stands for state government GST. Then you also have something called as IGST. IGST is nothing but integrated GST, that is again 18%. This is nothing but billing between two different states, interstate GST. Okay. So all the 18% is invoiced in one shot to the central government, and this 9% is then later distributed to the state government by the central government. Okay. So then next, what do we need to know? Who should register for a GST? Again, as I told you just now, anybody who has an annual income of 20 lakhs and more is liable. That he is liable within 30 days from the date on which he becomes liable to registration. Okay. So registration number in GST will be PAN based. Okay. So you have to have a PAN as well to register for a GST, and for GST registration you also have to have a MSME certificate first. So make sure you register for the MSME certificate first. Only after that you go for your GST certification through your PAN card details. Okay. So the PAN is a must for a GST. And also an assessee. Who is an assessee? An assessee can be an individual, a company, a firm, a partnership company, anybody who is liable to pay a taxpayer, who can be an individual, who can be a company or partnership partners who are eligible for tax are called as assessees. Okay. So an assessee has the option to do separate registration for each of the business verticals that he or she is running in the same state. Okay. So this is another thing that you have to keep in mind. What next do you need to know? Okay, now comes to the registration part. Now the GST certificate registration is not as simple as MSME. You have to make sure that the information that you're filling in the GST form has to be very, very, very accurate, because anywhere if you give a wrong information, or if you're confused what to input in a particular column and you by mistake give a information that is wrong, then you will not be able to submit, and also you will not be able to submit for the next 15 or 20 days till the system shows you as eligible again to register for a GST certificate. So I would suggest that, and I would recommend that, if you don't know how to fill in the GST form, please take the help of your chartered accountant, whoever is the CA who's handling your finances. Even if you are a new entrepreneur, make sure you get hold of a chartered accountant who will help you with a proper submission for GST registration. So when your submission goes right, the first level, you get a temporary registration number, okay, which is a TRN. So once you get the TRN number, from the date you get your TRN number, you get 15 days time to complete with this TRN number, you get an opportunity to complete your GST certification, once you submit it, then you get your GST certificate. Okay, so once you get the GST certificate, once you get the TRN number, within 15 days you have to start the next process of actual registering for certification, and it will tell you step by step. There are 10 steps, okay, to do the actual registration later on. Something like the business details, promoter or partner, who is the authorized signatory, who is the authorized representative, principal place of your business, that means the registered place of your business, very, very important. You need to have a valid document to show this, okay. And then additional places of your business. If you have many branches registered in several places, you need to also complete that part of it. What kind of goods and services are you doing your business with? State specific information, then Aadhaar authentication, and then final verification. So these 10 steps, when you do properly, then only you are able to submit it and get a GST certification within few days. If you are not sure about how to do this, please take the help of your chartered accountant, because you might get stuck for 15 days of not being able to resubmit it. So don't get into that. Also, the website to go for that is shown here, which is www.gst.gov.in. You need to go here. Under that, you will see a menu called services. Within services, you will see something called as registration. Then within registration, you will see something called as new registration. Click on that for the first time to get your TRN number. Okay. So as I told you again, if you can do it on your own, if you are comfortable, if not, then you can take the help of your chartered accountant. So with that, I am completing today's session, and if you want to know more, if you want to learn more, and if you want to implement and launch your business within next 10 to 15 days completely, you can attend my webinar and you can attend our program. My webinars, they are free webinars. You can come and attend the webinar. Please go and click on my website as shown below, redesignyourlifehub.com, and you go and register for my webinar in the website, and you can see me there directly, and I will talk to you and handhold you with your business information. So that's it for today. So basically, these are the legal compliances, the MSME, GST, the kind of proprietorship, all these things that I told you today. So you have to understand this correctly so that your business has to head into the right direction. Never miss out on the legal compliances as required by the government. Okay. So next is, in my next video, I will talk about finance, how to plan your finance, what are the kind of investments in an online business that you need to do. How do you plan your budgeting? When you open your bank accounts, what are the different kinds of bank accounts you have to open, and how do you split your finance into different accounts? How do you plan this whole thing? Because just having a knowledge about the business is not enough. If you are financially well balanced and well informed, and you execute the financial planning in the right way, you're more likely to head towards much profit at a much faster pace and a much bigger profit, because you know what you're doing from the finance point of view. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about the complete financial planning and budgeting. So today's was more on legal compliances. Since I've shown you the website and all the URLs where you need to go and register, please make use of this video and make sure that you register yourself for MSME and GST if you have not already done so. Okay, so make sure you complete this legal compliances. I hope this video has been helpful to you and helped you to get going with your basic setup of your business. If you liked it and if it has been helpful to you, please give a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will come out with more and more videos on the online business scenario. So in my next video, I'm going to talk about budgeting and finance. So with that, this is Prabha Somayaji signing off for today. Till the next time. Thank you.